Every day on this channel, I go through everything Elon said on X in the last 24 hours. And if you recall yesterday, Elon posted this drug test where he tested negative for all illegal drugs. And he did that to sort of dispute the reports that the New York Times and Wall Street Journal continue to publish that he's using illegal drugs. And so in the replies of this posted drug test from Elon, the New York Times communications account, this is their official PR account, said Elon Musk is continuing to lash out because he doesn't like our reporting. Nothing that he said or presented since our article about his drug use during the presidential campaign was published contradicts what we uncovered. We stand by our journalism. And Elon replied saying, "Why are you gay?" And then he replied again saying, "I literally just posted LOL and the drug test results." How exactly is that lashing out? And then Elon quoted this from the DOGE designer that says the actual reason why they hate Elon Musk and publish fake stories about him is because X is #1 in the news category on the App Store. And so Elon said, it must really burn the New York Times that they have a very distant second to X. And then Elon says for the second day in a row that the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times should take their own drug tests. He says they will fail and they are fake journalists who have lied through their teeth about me. And Tesla Q, of course, is not satisfied with Elon's posted drug test. And they are now demanding Elon's toenail clippings because apparently the fanboys don't understand drug testing. Political Reality says first, ketamine can be undetectable in as little as 3 days. And second, an unsupervised urine test is worthless. To prove no drug use, Elon needs to take a supervised toe test by a court-accredited lab. That will show use over the last 3 to 9 months and is 100% reliable. This current test is literally meaningless. And Elon replied saying, such creeps. And Gunther says just announced support for the violent Democrat Party has collapsed. And Grok Checker asked Grok, since 2016, has the left or right been more violent? And Grok replied that data suggests that right-wing political violence has been more frequent and deadly, saying that left-wing violence is less lethal. And Elon replied to this statement from Grok saying, major fail as this is objectively false. Grok is parroting legacy media. XAI is working on it. And today Oracle has announced a partnership with XAI to deliver Grok 3 models throughout the Oracle Cloud infrastructure, which includes generative AI service for content creation, research, and business process automation. And Elon reposted this, which gives a lot of credence to this news. And Bloomberg says that XAI is burning through $1 billion a month as costs pile up. And Jesse Pelton replies saying people have no idea what's at stake. And Elon says they don't. Also, Bloomberg is talking nonsense, which suggests that XAI's costs are probably not that high. And Kimball Musk says American energy independence is critical to our national security. And this new bill will drive solar and wind energy growth to zero. Zero. Where are we going to get our energy from to compete with China? We will need 25 new natural gas plants built per year to replace our amazingly successful solar and wind energy growth that this bill will kill. And the math doesn't work because it takes 5 to 7 years to build a natural gas plant. And the AI race will be won or lost in the next few years, and our energy grids are already collapsing. We need more energy now, not in 2032. Come on guys, we can do better than this. And Jesse Pelton replies saying, they don't understand, showcasing how fast Chinese solar is accelerating compared to US solar, which is set to flatline in this new bill. And Elon quoted this from Jesse saying, they sure don't understand. And Russ Green says, we are not even in the race. And Jesse quotes this saying, we are not even aware of the race. And Kimball says, for those curious, our current subsidies to fossil fuels are about the same as our subsidies to solar and wind. 10 to 15 billion per year for both. And we need both. We need them now. American energy independence for the win. And Casey says, if China is dumping solar photovoltaic modules below cost to hurt the US solar industry, then great. Buy as many as we can, pave the Southwest, and make more power than anyone. Solar modules are machines that print money but require no moving parts, specialized labor, or detailed maintenance. The major challenge for US solar isn't module cost. It's permitting and construction inefficiency. If we ran our farms the way we run our solar industry, a Big Mac would cost 10 grand. 2 guys in hard hats planting 1 kernel at a time by hand, surrounded by clipboard warriors after a 5-year environmental impact study shakedown. If we persist on this path, we will lose the mandate of heaven. And Jesse says, yep, I'm not worried about China selling us panels. I'm worried about China not selling us panels. That's why we need our own production too. But at least we still have more nukes than China. The US has almost 7,000 nuclear warheads compared to China's 260. And Jeff still has less than 10 nuclear warheads, so that's good. Oh, Jeff is Elon's friend, by the way. And if all humans suddenly lost the ability to lie, what industry would collapse first? Elon says politics. And the Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, is putting American farmers first by slashing 145 wasteful DEI awards at the Department of Agriculture, totaling more than $148 million. They're rooting out fraud and abuse and restoring fiscal sanity. And she says none of this is possible without our awesome DOGE team. And Elon responds with some American flags. And Texas Instruments is a global semiconductor company that designs and sells processing chips. And they're investing over $60 billion in United States manufacturing and technology leadership. And they're inspiring customers such as Apple, Ford, Medtronic, Nvidia, and SpaceX to push the boundaries of what's possible. And SpaceX President Shotwell says our fundamental mission is to revolutionize global connectivity and eliminate the digital divide. And core to this mission is constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible. SpaceX is manufacturing tens of thousands of Starlink kits a day, all right here in the United States. And we are making huge investments in printed circuit board manufacturing and silicon packaging to expand even further. And today, President Shotwell also met with some big kahunas in India. She says it was an honor to meet with Minister Scindia and hear his vision for expanding access to broadband internet. With our service licenses granted earlier this month, Starlink is one step closer to serving the great people of India. And President Shotwell says, my boss Elon Musk founded this company SpaceX in 2002 with the purpose of building rockets and spaceships to enable people to live on other planets. And 23 years later, men only want one thing, and it's not money, it's not power, it's not to be loved, it's to see that big, beautiful Starship rocket fly. And Elon knows it. And this is the only kind of deceleration that I find acceptable. And X is now #1 in Australia. And look at this nice looking Tesla vehicle. And check this out, the Tesla vehicles are basically robots. Wait, and there's some taxis. Guys, what if the taxis were robots? Like a robot taxi, a robotaxi. We're still getting robotaxis this month, you guys, because today this Tesla employee who works on FSD said excited for our robotaxi launch this month. And we've seen lots of clips of testing going on in Austin. And Jim just finished his 48-hour Cybertruck test drive. The result is that we will be buying a Cybertruck. Before the demo, my wife was not that much into it, and after taking a short road trip in it and driving it herself, she is now fully on board. It was just much easier to drive than she expected, and there were zero big truck problems. It's super comfortable and tons of space for everything. It's truly Tesla's best vehicle. And Elon says, cool. And the Tesla Optimus will be the largest product ever launched. Here's an in-depth look at the Gen 2 model on display. And before I show it to you guys, Elon said so many improvements to come in the next design of Optimus. Here's a good look at the behind, the hammies, the wrist, the hips, and his brain. And Starlink is now available in Guinea-Bissau. And Elon thinks that Magneto has one of the hardest comic book movie scenes ever. So that's everything Elon said today. And if you guys want to get early access to these videos or you just want to support the channel, make sure you join the channel as a member, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.